Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special episode of Godsall's Turnbuckle, and that's the wrestling video podcast I run over here on YouTube.com. We will be doing a full episode a little bit later this week, but this is more of a special episode of everything. Matter of fact, usually we do these live. This one's going to be kind of pre-recorded on that side of everything. So the reason why it's a special one is because it is predictions time for Super Showdown, the pay-per-view that is going to be happening in Australia. I think they've already announced that it's going to be like a 4 to 5 hour show. So guess what? We're in for another one of those shows yet again this year. We've already had three of them that would be, if you didn't count pre-shows, that would be 5 hours long. One being WrestleMania. I guess you can count the Royal Rumble in that, so 4 now. So you have Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, the Greatest Royal Rumble, 2 Royal Rumbles at 5 hours. Kind of crazy. And then, of course, you also had SummerSlam. So this is going to be like the fifth one this year. And we've got at least 2 more coming to go along with that, if you really think about it. You have Survivor Series and you have Crown Jewel coming. And I think the next pay-per-view that will be of traditional length, and that'll probably still be a little bit longer than 3 hours, will be Evolution. To go along with it. And we'll see how long that one ends out running to go along with. I would imagine it will run past the 3 hour mark. That's what they have been doing with the most traditional pay-per-views that have not been the stadium shows or the big 4 for this year. So we'll see how that one ends out running as well. And that comes at the end of this month. So we've got a lot of pay-per-views coming, and we're going to be seeing more of these prediction videos coming up. You're going to be seeing another one this month with Evolution, and then I'll probably do one as well, and that might even be before the end of November, or before the end of October to go along with it, with Crown Jewel happening as well. On that side of everything. And then, of course, there's Survivor Series, and then I think it is Tables, Ladders, and Chairs after that, and that will be hopefully the last pay-per-view of the year. Hopefully. But we're not fully here to go on about that. We'll talk a little bit more on that one. Maybe a little bit more about that on the actual episode a little bit later this week. So let's go right into this. And it is going to again be predictions for Super Showdown airing in Australia this upcoming Saturday. And we'll go ahead and start off with the Cruiserweight title match, which is going to be Buddy Murphy going up against Cedric Alexander. At this point in time, I'm just taking a look at it. Cedric's had a pretty good run. He definitely has had a very good run with the title. And I do feel like at least one of the Australian groups are going to win one of their matches here. Not both of them are going to go down to defeat. And I actually do think it might be time for Cedric to lose this title at this point in time. He had an extremely good match earlier this year on 205 Live with Cedric Alexander. It is one of those matches to go out and look for and actually watch. I would imagine they would be, if they give the time in this particular one as well, that they could probably pull that off yet again in this particular match. But I am going to go with Buddy Murphy taking the Cruiserweight title and actually winning the match and taking the Cruiserweight title. And speaking of the home country side of everything, we're going to go next with Naomi and Asuka going up against the Iconics. I know as of Tuesday, Asuka has beaten both Billie Kay and Peyton Royce in a one-on-one match, but I feel like they're still going to probably have Asuka and Naomi go over in this one. So I'm going to go with them in this particular match. It would be good if they did give the Iconics a win here, but I don't think they're going to at this point. I do feel like one of the two are going to end out losing. I am going to go with Buddy Murphy winning, which means I'm actually going to go with the Iconics losing this particular match. Though if they are going to do a little bit more with them, I wouldn't be shocked if they gave a victory to the Iconics in this one. as well, but I am going to go with Asuka and Naomi, and we'll see how that match ends out going as well. I feel like I'll feel like that the match itself shouldn't be, it should not be a bad one by any stretch of the imagination. It won't be great by any stretch of the imagination either. They've been playing Naomi and Asuka as like this. They've been playing the oddball type team with each other in that particular sense, and we'll see how it ends out going. It should be an interesting match, and we'll see where they're going with it. Honestly, like I said, I don't know when they're going to be doing the women's tag team titles at any point, but I would imagine now if I knew, it's like if we knew when that was coming, I would probably actually pick the Iconics in this one because they are a set team, but I don't know. I don't know on that particular sense, so I'm going to go with Asuka and Naomi in this one. So, up next, we have the New Day in the bar for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. You know, these two teams are going to probably put on a really good match. They usually do every single time they step into the ring with each other. It's also be an interesting side of everything. Which New Day members will we get? Will it be a Big E Xavier, Big E Kofi, or Kofi Xavier, or something on that side? That's kind of always the thing about it. But it doesn't matter which variation of the New Day's in there. Usually the matches that they have with the bar they're top-notch matches. They're really good. They're really good matches. I would not expect anything less here. I'm going to go with the New Day taking the victory in this one and keeping the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Up next, we have Daniel Bryan and The Miz. This story, I think, needs to keep going the way that it's going at this point in time. I don't think it's time for Daniel Bryan to get the victory quite yet. I don't think so. I feel like, especially with this being for a WWE title opportunity, I will basically be going with The Miz on this one, and I think he'll be getting that title opportunity here in the very near future. I see Daniel Bryan having a title opportunity, but the proper storyline to do that with would definitely be a WrestleMania match with him and Miz. And I just feel like that is the way that they're going to end up going there. That kind of might be a little bit of a spoiler of who I'm going to be picking for the WWE title match as well, to go along with it. The story that they've been telling this entire time is that the fans know that Daniel Bryan is a great wrestler. He's great in the ring. He's very good. He's also very good and great on the microphone. He comes off genuine and everything to go along with it. That's why everybody gets behind him on that side of everything. But they are playing this whole moral compass thing that Daniel Bryan doesn't like to cheat. He won't go that route to pick up a victory. Though when he was heel, he did go that route. But that was when he was heel. When he's face, he doesn't go that route. Where Miz, no matter what he is doing, he is always going to take every opportunity to get a win. And he'll do the cheating, anything on that side. He'll win clean. He'll win with cheating, anything to go along with it. He'll do what it takes to win the match. And I think that's what they're going to continue on here. They might even do a bit where Daniel Bryan has to kind of choose between cheating the win and compromising his moral code. They may even do something like that in there, which might end up costing him the match, and I'm going to go with The Miz in this one to get a WWE title shot against, well, you'll find out when I make that prediction to go along with it. Up next, we have John Cena and Bobby Lashley going up against Kevin Owens and Elias, and let's not lie about ourselves right now. That promo that they did on Raw was absolutely fantastic in the terms of the amount of heat that they were getting and everything to go along with it. I thought it was great. I thought it was absolutely fantastic, and I like the fact that they would continue on with would maybe even continue on with doing something a little bit more with that, and to see if they can get that kind of reaction in other cities. other countries, anything to go along with it. We'll see if that would ever actually be the case, but if you haven't watched it, watch their promo where Elias makes a little jab at the former Seattle Supersonics to go along with it, and listen to the crowd reaction. That was absolutely fantastic. But guess what that means? Bobby Lashley and John Cena are going to go over in this match. It was kind of a little bit more evident on that one with the factor that Kevin Owens picked up a victory over Bobby Lashley on Raw on Monday. So formula kind of says they're going to win. So we're going to go that way. So this brings us to the SmackDown Women's title match, and this one should be really good as well. To go along with it, especially after their match at Hell in a Cell. It is going to be Becky Lynch going up against Charlotte, and I don't think it's time for Becky to lose that title quite yet. They may have another match at Evolution, who knows, on that side of everything. We'll see how that one actually plays out in the end, but I would imagine they would have some kind of match in at Evolution to go along with it. So we'll see how that one ends up playing out. But with that being said, for this particular match, I am gonna go with Becky Lynch. Especially with the factor, we'll play towards the formula again. Charlotte got one up on Becky going into the pay-per-view, so I'm gonna go with Becky winning this particular match. Up next, we have Ronda Rousey and the Bella Twins going up against the Riot Squad. This one should be interesting to see what how they decide to work this. So there's a lot of rumors going around. We talked about the whole thing with Brie Bella enough, so we won't really talk about that one to go along with it on that side of everything. So the rumor going around going into Evolution is that it's supposed to be Ronda Rousey going up against Nikki Bella for the Raw Women's title, and this is a perfect time to set that up. And I would actually go with that on this side to go along with it. This would be a perfect time to set up a match between Ronda Rousey and Nikki Bella if they're going to really go that route. And what better way to do that, especially with the factor that outside of a few matches here and there when it comes to the Riot Squad, Ronda Rousey, and the Bellas, typically Ronda and the Bellas go over. So why not do something here to set that up and get the Riot Squad a win and set up your pay-per-view match if that's really the route that they're going to go. Personally, that's not the match I want to see headline Evolution, but if you're going to go that route, do something at least interesting with it and get the Riot Squad a victory while you're setting up that match. And because honestly at this point there's not that much time to really promote the match. So why wait another week or wait till Monday when you have something intriguing going into Monday? And have either Nikki turn on Ronda or something to go along with that for this match, cost them the match itself, and get the Riot Squad a victory to go along with it. I'm going to pick the Riot Squad in this particular match. So this is going to bring me now to the Shield going up against Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre. Based off of everything that happened on Monday, I'm going to go with the Shield winning this particular match. They got left lying. In most cases, Roman did pick up a victory over Dolph Ziggler, but Strowman did dominate Dean, and Drew McIntyre also picked up the victory against Seth Rollins. So I'm going to go with the Shield in this particular match. Not too much to really talk about in this match. Up next is going to be AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe for the WWE title. And this has been a very good story, what they've been telling. Does this mean where they're going with it is meaning a Samoa Joe victory? I would like that, but I don't think that's the route that they're going. I really don't think that will be the route that they decide to go with everything on this one, and it will end up being AJ Styles picking up the victory. It is a no disqualification, no count out, must be a winner style match. I don't know how that kind of works for a match with what they were, with the controversy that ended up happening, because technically you did have a winner in the last match. They did name AJ Styles the winner, though he tapped out before the 3 count. So it's kind of an interesting ruling on that one, but it does, the whole no DQ thing does fit with the stipulation, does fit with the entire storyline of, you know, Samoa Joe going after AJ Styles' family, showing up at the house, everything to go along with that, and the whole bit from Tuesday where it looked like that Paige was going to fire Samoa Joe, but AJ Styles talks her out of it to get the match. Honestly, that would say for AJ Styles to lose. I don't think that's going to be the case. I don't think it will actually be the case on this one. I think they're going to go with AJ Styles. I did pick Miz going with that one. I feel like a heel face dynamic with that side would be best for when Miz does get a WWE title match. Now, I guess they could trade the belt. I don't know. But I'm going to go with AJ Styles in this match. So, this brings us to what will more than likely be the main event. This is definitely the match that they've been promoting the hardest going into everything. And that is going to be The Undertaker going up against Triple H. No titles, no nothing. They call it last time ever. Last time ever. Like, once in a lifetime. I keep doing this for no reason. Yeah. I feel like this is going to lead to a little bit more. You have Kane and Shawn Michaels at ringside, so this is going to probably, that's probably to help out with the shenanigans, and I think they're going to be doing some kind of tag team match to go along with it down the road, more than likely at Crown Jewel. And there's also a rumor of maybe a one-on-one match for Shawn Michaels down the road, maybe at Survivor Series to go along with it. That's that rumor mill. I don't know really anything more about that at that time. But to truthfully keep this one going and how they're going to go with everything, it's got to be Triple H winning this match. I just don't see it working any other way other than Triple H winning this particular match, probably with the help of Shawn Michaels in some way, shape, or form. And this will lead to probably the Brothers of Destruction versus Triple H and Shawn Michaels, or DX, to go along with that at Crown Jewel on that side of everything. So I'm going to go with Triple H picking up the victory in this particular match. So with that being said, that is all the matches for Super Showdown. We have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10 matches. 10 matches for Crown Jewel. Maybe for Crown Jewel. I haven't really seen anything other than the Universal title match, and then there's this supposed World Cup going on to go along with it. See how that tournament works out as well on that side of everything for that particular show. But with that being said, those were my predictions for WWE Super Showdown, and I thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care, everybody.